Thanks. Good evening, fellow Democrats. Good evening. Oh, come on. Elijah Cummings told me a long time ago, this is the way he came into a room. Good evening, fellow Democrats.
Good evening, fellow Democrats.
There we go. We have a special event for you tonight. It's my pleasure, and when we talked about it at a board meeting, about reaching out to traditional constituencies. So I raised my hand and I said, well, I don't think we do enough with our fellow environmentalists who are traditionally Democrats. Having worked on the Hill when a natural resource issue came up, it just seems to me that the camps were pretty separated between Democrats and Republicans. They shouldn't have been. These shouldn't have been partisan issues, but they were. So anyway, the panel tonight, we have some wonderful guest speakers. I want this to be informal, interactive, interesting, and informative, okay? And the way the process is going to go, I'm going to introduce the first couple speakers. They'll give their presentation. They will go on to the second, 2B, 2A, and then we'll go on to our last speaker, who will be Ben. And then we'll hold questions at the end. We'll have about a 20-minute question-answer period. Now, during the course of these presentations, if you have a burning desire to ask a question, or you don't think you're going to be able to remember it until the end, write it down and get it to me over here, okay? And then I'll take those questions in writing first, then I'll open the floor, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, great. Our first speaker, Dan Andrews, who's chair of the Sierra Club in the region that includes Carroll County, Washington County, and our beloved Frederick County. And he has 1,100 members. So listen up. And Dan, so glad you're here.
Thank you. Okay. I don't know if I need the mic, but yeah, would you like the mic? And I only have 8 minutes, but I have to share some of that time with Kathleen Rawl. She's a wonderful woman here, joined our group recently. She's our political chairlady for Frederick County, so that's super important. I want to let you know the Catoctin group covers 3 counties, Carroll, Frederick, and Washington counties. I've been the chairman for 13 years. We've been involved in many things. Our motto is to protect and enjoy and explore the planet. That's a Sierra Club motto. Briefly, I want to go over what we've done, and then we'll talk about some specific things going on here in Frederick County. First and foremost, we only have a few paid staff members for the Sierra Club in Maryland. You should realize it's mainly about 14,000 Sierra Club volunteers doing the work. We have about 5 paid staffers in College Park, and we only have 1/2 a position for Western Maryland, which is simply not enough. Our group meets once a month. For 20 years, we've met the first Saturday morning of the month, typically in Frederick County, 10 o'clock at the library. We have very knowledgeable people, especially about the waste issues and the incinerator issue that was so long a battle for 8 years. We worked on that, and we overcame that. More recently, we're involved with a group called the Frederick Zero Waste Alliance, trying to get a better path forward for dealing with waste and recycling and composting in Frederick County. We also help with legislative initiatives in Annapolis, and we review those and we comment on the local legislation that's affecting Frederick and Carroll counties. I also want to say we are the only club in the Sierra Club that has a scholarship program for Frederick County High School environmental focused students. We're of 300 clubs in the United States, the one in this one, Catoctin group, that has a scholarship program. So that's a unique feather in our cap. We support local invasive species pooling. We produce a quarterly e-newsletter for everyone to write to. Our group members can contribute to writing in that e-newsletter. It's very well done. Typically, we have a hike leader. He's here tonight, Harry George. He loves to exercise, and he gets people out occasionally for a hike locally in the Catoctins or down along one of the battlefields or along the canal, something to get people out of doors. That's one unique thing about the Sierra Club, is we're not just workers, but we also have social fun and do some outings to get people out in the environment. We support the Clean Water Program. I'll talk a little bit about the Moxie Scenic River Plan. We can have questions about that. You're probably aware that If you're not, on October 18th, there's a public meeting to talk about the revised river plan. And has anyone here read the revised river plan? By show of hands, 1, 2. Well, you probably recall it was a pretty contentious thing previously, the initial plan, and it's being brought back for revision. And there'll be public comment taken that night. So I'm in the process of reading that, but generally we're going to support that plan, get it through, and then continue to help rebuild it in time. Because the original plan did have some issues, a lot of public pushback with the property rights issues and the lack of necessary compensation to some of the landowners. So we'll talk more about that in the question and answer session. I don't want, how am I doing for time?
Great.
Okay, I'm going to bring Kathleen up before I talk too long. We are definitely also very much a supporter of renewable energy. Kathleen is trying to get the city to really get involved in 100% renewable energy over a certain timeline. And we need, I'm telling you, we really need to get away from burning. We need to get as clean as we can with our energy generation. So the Catoctin group works on that. The other thing is, I'm so fortunate to have Ron Colton involved. He's the president of the DC Electric Car Association. He's part of our group now, just came on. So we're going to teach about electric vehicles. And to let you all know, the assembly lines are ramping up for electrical vehicle production. You're going to see a lot more into the market than the 1% share that they have now. So the other thing we do is when you go, if you go to the Green Fest or the Weinberg, you will see our group there tabling, trying to educate people about various environmental initiatives. So, let's bring Kathleen up. And generally, we do a lot in the 3 counties. Kathleen, you want to come up, please? And like I said, political lady, very smart lady. Here we go.
I'm so happy to see a lot of familiar faces here, although I'm going to new here. I'll just talk to you for a minute about the Ready for 100 program and then about our endorsement process in the Sierra Club. Actually, I got attached to this group through the Ready for 100. I got into that online, and I've already taken a group of people to see the current mayor about Ready for 100. Jeanette Bartelt was with me, and Harry George, and one other person. And it's a program to convert our city to 100% renewable energy. So the first step for most of the cities who are doing it is the electricity for the city buildings and services. Then moving on to transportation and heating and cooling. We asked the mayors to pledge to change by 2035 to bring their city to 100% renewable electricity by 2035 and the other issues by 2050. And you may know that Chesapeake Climate Action Network is also working to increase the speed because we have to bring down the greenhouse gases. We have to draw down the greenhouse gases and quit emitting them. Anyway, I'll tell you a little bit about our endorsement process. We did endorse Michael O'Connor, and he will be the next mayor. So I'm going to be the way we did that is by sending questionnaires to all the candidates and then interviewing the ones who responded to the questionnaire and looking at their record and supporting issues that the Sierra Club is interested in. And now we're campaigning for him. I've already campaigned for him. I was canvassing on Saturday, and I've had a couple of helpers from the Sierra Club, and I'm planning to get some more this next weekend to help me canvass. We might even get a texting system to text people who only use cell phones. And the Environmental Voter Project is doing that already, and it's been very effective with younger people, which we need to get in touch with them. So anybody who wants to help me canvass, let me know. I would like to say that the issue that came up to me most in the canvass was cynicism. And so I think that's something we're going to have to address next year. How are we going to inspire anyone? Remember, we had the Yes We Can man, and we're the ones we've been waiting for, man. He inspired people. Now we have another type of inspiration going on. So I think that's what we need to figure out next year. Anyway, thank you. Everybody get out and vote for Michael O'Connor and all of the aldermen in